So Sonic finally became a joke, and the joke became one of the best games in recent years if it comes to Sonic games. SEGA overdid themselves with this one. The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog is a game released as a joke on April Fool's Day, and would you believe it? It's a story-driven Sonic game, a really short one, takes up to 2-3 hours, depends on your reading speed, and it's a visual novel with some mini game to it. Would you actually believe it also that this game is better visual novel than most visual novels that are pretty expensive on Steam? And what comes to mind when you hear visual novel from Steam? The first thing that comes to my mind, and maybe I'm the only one, is Elf Breeding Farm, but besides that, yes, this visual novel is really well written, it's interesting, and you want to get to the end and find out who murdered the Sonic the Hedgehog. So the game takes place on Amy's birthday, everybody is celebrating, we have all cast present in the place, and we get into the train for the murder mystery party, and every character has their roles that they are playing. For an example, some characters like Envio take these roles really seriously, given all they have to these roles. Other characters like Knuckles, for an example, that thinks everything is stupid and he's really serious. He constantly breaks the character because he can't keep it up, and the art style also is really gorgeous, really pleasant to look at, and makes the time with the game all more fun. So the game is set in this train, we are ourselves, we name our character, you can name it with your own name, and together with Tails, we are trying to get to the bottom of things and find out who killed Sonic the Hedgehog. So we go through the train, collecting clues, talking to people, and we have to figure out what has happened. There's more to the storyline of the game, but I'm not going to be spoiling it because the game is free, and this is what's weird, because the game is free and there was actually some work put into it. They made a free product as a joke that required more work that I would even imagine. So we have to collect the clues, and then we have to put our statements or defense together. So to do that, we are presented with this short mini game when we as Sonic run through the obstacle course, and we have to collect as many coins, rings, as we have to get this thinking statement together. The courses are kind of difficult at times, and the isometric looks that were taken out from Sonic 3D, I think, this perspective makes things kind of hard sometimes. But besides that, everything is great, and the game is really interesting. You want to pass through the game, you want to get to the bottom of things, you want to know what has happened. I wouldn't say it's predictable, everybody has a motive and stuff like this. Also, the game is free. I'm not going to be going into the spoilers. This is a really short thing to talk about, because the game is not long and it's a really story-driven game, and talking about story itself can betray things. It's really fun. Free on Steam, go pick it up and be detectives with Tails and get to the bottom of things. SEGA, I'm really surprised. Maybe they should actually release more Sonic games that are visual novels, story-driven Sonic games, because not every time Sonic games work out the way they should, and they have more misses than hits recently, but this one is definitely a hit. Comment, like, subscribe, bye.